once again. Oh my
God. Do I have time to run and get some ice?
Yes.
Good time to get ice, yes. Bring me some too, please.
Okay.
Come on in, the door's open, you'll find just the finest folks here. Pull up a chair, grab a drink.
How's it working, Ed? Is it working? Is it streaming?
I see us moving. Chris is gone.
Because he's gone.
Promising beer and bedlam. Talk the tavern. Music, medicine, then some. Talk the tavern. The song's over.
By the time we actually get through this, everybody will be back on because it'll be next week.
Right.
Okay, so, sorry, I don't even know. Are we doing This Week in History this week?
I did a little bit of stuff,
Excellent.
so sure, we
Great.
can do that.
Good enough. Okay, so I'm Travis. I'm your host. It's Tuesday, August 6th. Welcome to the Tavern. My vices, bourbon, because apparently the stream has decided this is really going to be needed.
I don't even see it.
I might go put a little water in that, though, just to take the bite off of it. Also some Coke Zero and probably a pipe, Andrew. What would you like, autumn evening tonight?
Sure, pancake. I'm not seeing this on Twitter.
It still says...
I see
Oh,
us
there
on
you go.
Twitch.
Hmm?
I see it.
Yeah, I see us.
Now let's just
I
go
see it now.
around the clock here and have Ed introduce himself and his vices again.
What up, people? Again, I'm drinking Bull Rock Virginia apple cider stuff. It's good.
Look, he covered all the information that I had to ask questions about last time, so I can't ask questions this time. Because we did 10 minutes without you guys. We were totally... It's amazing the shit
We
you
were practice.
missed. What?
Practice. It was practice.
Oh, I thought you said something about cactus, which would be like a cock-shaped cactus.
Yeah.
Careful
it
of that
is.
prick.
Aren't those just called saguaro?
Swaro?
Cheetos.
Yes, Andrea.
Saguaro cactus.
I'm not familiar with that. Maybe. Andrea, go
It's
ahead.
the big
finish up.
cactuses that look like... Alright, whatever.
Doesn't look like what?
T9.
Oh my god. Anything's a dildo if you're brave enough. Oh, that's horrible.
What are you
Foggy.
drinking, Andrea?
Oh, nothing right now.
Okay, so she is just salting up with salty Cheetos. Not the fire kind. I'm so glad you guys didn't have to see that whole discussion.
Haha.
Now, let's let Chris introduce himself and his vices.
Chris, and I'm drinking
Heavily.
Diplomatico Exclusiva Reserva. It's dark aged rum.
Does anybody else
12 year.
think they named that in a way that it sounds exactly how Americans try to speak Spanish? They just add O to every fucking word there is.
That's not how you do it.
It's not how I do it. No. When I'm doing
gee,
it, there
you
is
do
no
it.
O involved. Maybe an ah or an oo, but not a ew. What, Ed?
Nothing.
So we missed last night because we were doing awesome things for Andrea's son, which was a very productive and fun time for us. Right, Andrea? Her look speaks volumes.
Yeah,
I'm
convince me.
not sure I believe you.
That's okay. There's no need for
Nobody
belief
asked you,
involved in this
mister.
situation. That's right. Now you look like one of my cats when I pick him up.
Squirrel. Oh, soon we will have a new family member.
Oh my god.
His name will be Steve Perwin. He'll be Maine Coon. But we just haven't found him yet.
Don't be afraid, Ed. We're not going to let him get you.
Maine Coon, not Rand Coon.
Mhm.
God, I'm an asshole. Oh. Anyhow. So in a few minutes, we're going to
It's
discuss camping.
okay.
What, Ed?
It's okay.
Okay. Because he knows where I'm going to sleep when I'm camping with him. See how I feel about 5 raccoons in my tent. It's a cuddle party. Who joined us? Let's do a quick toast to everybody. Let's talk about what went on in the past week, as well as we can finish talking about why we missed last night, which you guys were all hearing already. Let's see. We're gonna do a toast here, since we got nothing in particular. There we go, from Henry Ford. I love this saying, by the way. Whether you think you can or can't, you're right. Yeah.
It's true.
Which, by the way, I learned, as much as I respect...
Damn right I am.
What's that? Staying hydrated?
You damn right I am.
Oh, okay. As much as I respect Henry Ford for what he did business-wise and that one little saying, apparently he was a real asshole. And, I don't know, supported the Nazi party or ate children for breakfast. He did some really shitty things. I don't remember what all it was.
Well, he's the one that started the 40-hour work week.
Which sounded like a good
Yeah,
idea.
but that was a good thing.
Yeah.
Well-
No, I'm just saying. He's the one that started that.
Well, it was a good thing if you were a factory worker, but not if you're, like every other country works less hours a week than us for the most part. Europe.
No, it's true. And they're much happier for it.
And they're more
They also
productive.
get more vacation time and all kinds of other things that we don't.
You are
But
nowhere
before
near
he
my
started
country.
the 40-hour work week, we worked much longer than that.
We do. Especially when people are like, don't you want management, Travis? I'm like, so I can work the 50-hour work week
No.
for the same pay?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Sounds like a crappy idea.
Sounds like there's a storm moving in.
Maybe your belly's rumbling.
I mean, maybe.
I did a dad joke for us. I'm
Oh
terrified
my
of
goodness.
elevators. I'm going to start taking steps to avoid them.
But
And who
The
is...
elevator in the parking garage at work was out today, so I had to walk down the
out?
7.
Like it wandered off to get lunch or
Stories.
something?
Yep.
Fucking elevators. Okay. Chris, can you slide your mic a little bit counterclockwise around your neck or whatever it is that makes it so we can hear you?
How's that?
Good. What
Lovely.
are you laughing at Ed or Chris, Andrea?
Chris,
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't laugh at Ed.
Why not?
Well, you know where that's been, so, whatever.
Yep.
Where what's been?
Yep.
Oh, did he
You
put it
haven't
in his
seen what he's
nose?
been doing?
No, I'm
Oh.
busy putting labels on all the business cards because all the information has changed.
You need to make labels? I have a label maker.
I printed some out right before the show. Figure it gives me something to do.
Oh, I need to respond to the marketing email. We're all getting new business cards.
Oh boy.
Nice.
woohoo!
Yeah, well, they redesigned the website and slightly changed the logo, and there's enough new people finally that it's time to order more business cards. That apparently no one's happy about. I don't know.
They're upset about getting new business cards?
Having to spend the money to buy new business cards.
Oh, whatever. Welcome to the world
I
of
don't-
business. So, what other exciting things did you
You
have?
just spent $14 million on a new theater. What's another couple of hundred for new business cards?
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
Every time I spent a couple million for a new theater, that's exactly what I fucking said too. So, Chris, what else happened that was highlights over the past 8 days in this case, since we missed last night?
I was on vacation for most of last week,
Ooh, what'd you do?
so that was fun. I was with my parents.
Like biblically? I'm not
No,
judging, I'm just
you
asking.
dirty old man.
Is that what you call your father?
And I'm out.
He fades into the background.
That's not as cool as when his character did it on D&D on Sunday night.
Yeah, that was great.
That was pretty cool. Ed, what the hell is going on over there? What are you doing?
I'm trying to get my leg brace off.
He's trying to pick up his penis off the floor. It just takes a while.
Hey, speaking of
Wind it
huge
up,
ground
you know?
things, I cut some limbs off trees today so Andrea doesn't get attacked by the trees every time she gets out of the car.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, she mentioned it yesterday.
is.
So I took care of it today. That's service.
Well, it was raining and everything was heavy, and it kept trying to get in my car.
But highlights from vacation, I got a bunch of new fossils.
Ooh.
So that was super
Oh,
exciting.
that's cool.
What kind?
Yeah. A crab, a fly, some seed pods, a giant clam, some amber with some bugs in it. And
Not the
a
stripper kind
sand
of
dollar.
amber, right?
Yes.
Really?
She has bugs on her.
Stripper dinosaurs. That's my
Nice.
Jurassic Park.
Give me a second. If Jamin is here, he will be sending me a picture of fucking stripper dinosaurs.
It will.
I showed Elizabeth last night. We can go through the tour later if we run out of things to talk through.
You can do it now if you want. I don't know if we're staying on for
Yeah.
2 hours or 3 hours or what we're doing. So go ahead.
I'm here, man.
Hold on, let me...
Pretty much
I'm
all.
here until I run out of beer.
Alright, this is going to be interesting.
Did you say air or beer?
Beer.
Okay. Sorry. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Flip it the camera. Alright. Oh, I need to change the lights. Do-do-do-do. Need more light. Alright. So. These are the fun little seed pods. They look like they have like weird little tentacle things growing out of them.
I'm curious
This
about
was
the
the fly.
Oh, no, what era is
Wow.
that from?
The Eocene epoch, 50 million years.
Ago.
Yes.
Interesting. Is that a slug behind it or a seed pod?
That's a fish. Same relative time. And there's the crab.
Oh, okay.
And there's the piece of amber. I don't know if my phone will focus. But you can kind of sort of see the bug
Hmm.
finger. It's right in there.
Gotcha.
Got it.
And then this was the sand dollar fossil that they polished all up nice.
You know
You can
what?
see other fossils on
You know what's
the bottom.
really great here, guys? Is Chris can't put his damn socks away from his laundry basket, but he's got this beautiful display of fossils and everything.
Hey, shush. And here's the giant clam.
Yeah, it is.
That guy's with the stripper dinosaur.
Apparently, giants were much smaller back then.
I mean, starfish, that's old news. Oh, I guess technically this blue forest petrified wood is new.
Well,
Yep.
not- technically, it's very old.
They got scared.
Why? Did it get smaller?
No, it's petrified.
I see what you did there.
Ba-dum-bum.
Took me a minute.
And hopefully I don't come back again.
There
Did it work?
Yeah, it worked.
Yay.
You are back again.
Hooray.
Beer and back again.
That's right. He hobbled it all over the place. So what about you, Ed? What? Oh, I'm sorry, Chris. Not done. Go ahead, Chris. Sorry.
No. My phone just went off with a national weather service alert for severe thunderstorms in the area.
Oh.
If I disappear, it's the thunderstorms.
Or a major crime that you're hiding for.
Shh.
My bad. Sorry. Hopefully it's not murder of some lame-ass talk show. So, what about you, Ed? Tell us some exciting stuff that went on with you this past week.
Well, I want to continue with a gripe from last week's show.
Been waiting all
I
week.
got a couple of those.
You damn right, because this just happened after the show last week, and I was like, I gotta talk about this shit on air, because this is the most ridiculous damn thing. Social media, I joined one of those pages that has old music.
Okay.
Well, okay, 80s and 90s. But anyway.
That's not what I was thinking of when you said old music, but okay, go on.
But I like music from the 80s and 90s, right? And it's like, it's great because they play videos and everything.
Okay.
Halfway through the fucking video, there's a commercial.
Okay.
What?
You're jamming, you're bobbing, you're getting your groove on, and then there's a commercial.
Yeah.
That's like being interrupted just when you're getting ready to have an orgasm.
Hate when they have commercials then.
Yeah,
So that's
fucking
kind of funny.
sucks.
That's kind of funny. So, how long was this song?
It's all of their songs.
Okay, that's why.
Yeah.
YouTube has a thing
All
on it
of
where
their
if you go
fucking
for
songs.
so many minutes, they're going to interrupt you. So, I've got to be careful here. I've laid out my business card box, and I expect any minute a cat will be going, I can fit in that.
Yeah.
Probably.
Hey, Ed, speaking of cats, how are your house cat guests doing?
House cats are great, or whatever you just said. As a matter of fact, this week, and this fits kind of with the show as well as my roomie,
Uh-huh.
I got a surprise in the mail this week.
What'd you
It's a
get?
book. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Oh, what is that? Hold on. Inspiring woman who... Ah!
Grandma Gatewood. She was 65 years old in 1955 when she told her family she was going for a walk. They didn't know her walk that she was going on was the entire Appalachian Trail.
That's fucking hilarious.
She did it 3 times. She did it once at 65, and at that time she was the first woman as well as the oldest person to do it at that time.
No.
I think there's been older people, but she is still the oldest woman. The last time she did it, she was 75 years old. So,
You know,
and I was like, who bought me this book? Because it just came from Amazon. And who bought me this book? It turned out to be my roomie. So, yeah.
Nice.
gotcha. That is something I asked my brother for his Amazon account that way. You know, if I have a couple bucks, I want to surprise him or, you know, whatever. It's and by the way, I have something similar to go over thanks to Ed in a few minutes. So, you know, one thing I like about your story you just told there, Ed, is you didn't have to say the oldest black woman or the old, you know, because apparently she was just the oldest woman. Race wasn't a
She was
thing in
old.
this.
Yeah.
And again, should
She
race...
just happened to be black.
Yeah.
No, she's not black. Actually, she's white.
Oh.
She just happened to be really tan.
I from the cover of the camera, my bad.
Yeah.
It's, I thought that was a bonus. It's
You were wrong.
apparently I see black people. It's I did reveal the secret, Ed, at work today because 2 people I work with were talking, and they're both people of color. And I'm like, hey, you want to know a secret? If you walk up to a white person, call them like bro or brother, they get all excited because white people love it when black people call them like bro or brother because they're like, oh, I'm in with them. I don't think they knew how to take that information, but I still shared it. It's just like if you do that super cool handshake that white people always fuck up, white people are so happy that you got to play patty cake with them. True shit, yo. And if you buy them a hooker and some smack, they're like, all right, I'm part of their... Hold on, wait a minute. We're moving into other territory now, aren't we? Never mind. So, you know how I made these different emotes for us, and 2 of them are waiting for approval, right? Everybody?
Yes.
Anybody?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking down doing my business card fixing her upper, so I might not see if you're nodding. Well, one of them says it has 2 big balls.
Jeez, way to engage with the show.
I know. I know. But it shows stuff I'm working on. So there's this one, which has, I put up and somebody was quite surprised by it. Now I'm going to do this twice, once for the viewers, once for you guys. So I'll start with you guys. Can you read that?
Yes.
Okay, now for our viewers, there you go. That's what I made. So it's 2 balls of yarn with sewing needles in it, and it says... Say it again, Andrea.
Sup, my knitters?
There we go. And I've had somebody...
Knitters.
And I've had somebody look at it, and they're like, oh, I thought it said something else at first. And then, of course, I said it, and people are like, oh, I thought you said something else at first. And I'm like, yep.
Well, that's funny.
I'm just
That's
wondering.
the idea.
Now, I checked the rules, and I can't put up like shit happens, y'all, because there's a swear word in it. Okay, good enough. But I'm wondering if sup, my nittas, is going to be too controversial to put up.
Yeah. God, that's stupid.
What do you guys think?
Go for it.
I mean, I feel like there are people who have gotten around, saying shit and stuff. So I feel like sup my knitters will be fine.
No, there's no R at the end, white boy.
You see, he can't even say it right. Even Jackie Chan says it right.
That's because he can't pronounce R's because he's Asian. Hold on while I trade one racism for another. Which, by the way, my fucking Asian friends would laugh. So anybody who's got a problem with that, furk off.
Shut the fuck up.
That's right. So, what other highlights do you have from the past week there, Ed? How's your bones doing? Any new ones broken?
No.
Oh, good.
Actually, good report on my leg today. I'm getting calcification in the ankle, which was the one that they were worried about. Which means I don't have to get screwed now. Oh, wait a minute. Well, something like that.
Something like that, yeah. You don't have to get screwed by the medical profession. How about that?
Yeah.
It's, So anything
That's
else? That's it?
Nope.
Okay, that's all from
Okay.
Ed. Andrew, what about you? What happened that was exciting in the past week for you?
I got some more ink. I got tatted up some more.
What you get tatted?
My leg. Hold on.
Hold on while she puts it
I got
behind her
some-
ear. You'll love this.
Yeah, I got some more added to my leg tattoo. A lot of people want sleeves on their arms. I'd rather have my legs done. So that's what I'm working on. Let me find it. Here it is.
Yeah, until I tried to
And
do
it's
her
right
leg, then
side
she's
up
like,
and upside down. I had the roots added to my tree. So if you notice the ball and the new part, the witch, says the same thing upside down as it does right side up. So there's that. And our tattoo guy has a cat.
This
Oh
is
my
a new
God.
edition, by the way. This is not just...
What?
Well, I mean, telling everybody that somebody has a cat isn't all that surprising, so it maybe behooves us to let folks know that Eddie never had a cat before, and...
We go in there and there's this cat and I'm like, oh my God, who are you? Let me touch you. And he really liked my shoe. This is Elvis. And Elvis really liked my shoe. And apparently he's never done that before. and they videoed it.
Of him
It's
pushing
funny.
the shoe across the floor with his face embedded in it.
Yeah, I'm like, all right.
But I think we've all had nights like that.
I got a picture while I was getting. Oh, will it go? Will it go? There it goes. Boop. No. See? There it is. That's my leg.
That looks like
So-
an amputated leg or some shit.
Yeah, it is. It was fun. So that happened.
And we streamed it. I think Chris was there for
Yeah.
most of it. Or Chris, did you leave because of the noise?
No, I muted you and then stopped paying attention for a little while. Then was like, "Oh shit, it's been a while," and like unmute. Nope, still going. Mute. Came back a little while. Oh, they just finished. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took longer for the prep than it did to do the actual tattoo. Because he wants to make sure it's right, which is great.
Yeah,
Everything's spelled right, no gerts.
And I did play or told him about the Weird Al song, Another Tattoo.
That's right.
So he watched that before we started and was not offended.
And apparently he has not tattooed a plate of bacon on anyone yet. Everything else, but not a plate of bacon.
Not a plate of bacon. apparently. Okay.
Bacon goes with everything, though, right?
Yep.
I am glad that phase has finally ended.
What, bacon?
Yeah, the bacon craze where, yeah, we can still love bacon, but it's not in every damn thing every time you turn around.
It's just
Yeah.
not good in everything.
No.
I mean, I'll put bacon in almost anything. Just like cheese. Bacon and cheese makes everything better.
Oh, cheese definitely makes everything better.
It might. I mean, I love bacon, don't get me wrong, but sometimes I like bacon-flavored bacon.
See, I still don't know about some bacon jam because I haven't had any.
Ed.
We'll fix that.
My friend Courtney makes some really great bacon brittle.
Hmm.
Okay.
Good.
So is
That's
that like
new.
peanut brittle with bacon in it?
Yep.
See, I've tried like bacon chocolate bars and went, why? I mean, it's okay. It's not bad. I don't see the point. Can I have just chocolate with chocolate and bacon with bacon?
Well, I mean, it's just like caramelized bacon in a bar.
Okay, that sounds good.
It
I don't like
is.
the squishy bacon. Like the chocolate covered bacon. The bacon's squishy. It's disgusting.
Oh, I mean, I like floppy bacon over hard, crispy bacon.
Nope. I like my meat hard, not floppy.
Mm.
And crumbly when she bites into it. I didn't make this better, did I? So let's see. Anybody else have any events from the past 7 days?
What about you?
I mean,
Mhm.
more theater drama.
Uh-oh.
Who knows when anything will ever be done?
Did the electricians get everything electrified?
No, there are still rooms without electricity.
It's electrified.
But we like. So, how did they put it? The building inspector came through today. We have completed all the necessary bits, but there's still some things. So it's like when you've finished your graduate thesis, but you haven't defended it yet. Like all the work is kind of done, but you have to defend it. Yeah. So like, there's still shit. That yeah. I was supposed to start hanging speakers tomorrow, and the walls in which I'm supposed to hang the speakers get a wood veneer.
So you're going to start with Democrats or Republicans?
Independence.
Oh, great. What are you going to do
The
after
brown
those two
coats
guys?
will speak on.
I thought you were hanging them. Go on.
Yeah, so I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do tomorrow. And then there were some brackets that were supposed to be ordered months ago that no one told me that I was the one who needed to do it. And when I asked all of these questions, everyone was like, oh, just here's this image of what they want us to kind of do, but never was like, hey, by the way, you need to go and get all of these parts. and the parts we need. Most places have a 6-week lead time on, so
Mhm.
you know
Okay.
that's great when in 2 weeks we are opening the building to the public and need to be able to play music, and because we have singers.
Well, they're gonna have to learn how to project.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Okay.
So that was my
Okay.
theater drama.
Okay. So,
Theater and drama go hand in hand. What
In the-
about you, Travis?
in the
What'd you do
past,
the past 7, 8 days?
yeah, in the past 7, 8 days for me, I published 5 books on Amazon. That was one of the things that I did. So
There's
they're
2
all,
cats.
huh?
I'm sorry, I saw 2 cats. I'm not listening.
Okay. So you're asking Ed what he got. Did he get some bacon jam?
You got cats. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. So
Publish books.
I've published 5 books in the past week on Amazon. They're all 27 thoughts, which are nice, short, easy to read, concise, and to the point. They have 27 points, which I discuss 1 page each. So I did 27 thoughts on profound sayings, 27 thoughts on phrases that changed my life, 27 thoughts on about streaming on Twitch, pipe smoking, and writing. And I still have one more I'm going to work on. Then I decided I will write longer books, because the shorter books I think are less of a profitable time investment. I think there will be a bigger payoff on a longer book instead of the shorter books. So
Okay.
I'll test
I
that
got a
theory.
question.
Yeah.
Why 27?
Well, originally, when I was writing the first one, 27 Thoughts on Enjoying Life, and the thought was, because I had 4 friends who were hospitalized or dead due to depression and suicide all in 1 week. And I went, well, shit, I'm going to write a book, maybe help somebody out who's heading that direction. And I went, okay, so I want to do this, and I want to make it, 1 page, keep it simple, 1 page per item. I went, okay, I'll do 30. And then I thought to myself, oh, we could do 10 physical, 10 mental, and 10 spiritual or something, so you have physical, mental, and then emotional or spiritual, with these ways to enjoy life.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't remember if I ran short on one of the 3 types or what happened, but then I realized 27 is 3 times 9, and 9 is 3 times 3, so this is actually 3 to the 3rd power.
Okay.
And I went, oh, you know what, that's kind of fun with the number thing. It doesn't mean a whole lot to me, but it was fun to play with and include. And also, frankly, I think 27 stands out a little better than 30 or 20.
Mm-hmm.
Just like where I did 201 dad jokes instead of 200. There's this one.
Well, yeah, you got to get that extra one in there.
That's right. You get a bonus one. So that's why it was. It was just the way it worked out, and then I figured out some meaning to shove into there, and let's get into pussy.
Run away!
The other one's following him.
So many cats.
I guess they have come to like Ed, especially now
Is
that
that a
he's home.
tank back there?
Yes,
It is.
yes, it is.
See,
It's
it's
a
always
cat.
sitting in the way. I never see it.
Well, you have to tell Ed to get the fuck off the camera so you can look around the room. What else did I have happen in the past 7 days? So yeah, I decided on the next writing project. I had a shift change at work, so now I can stream more consistently, in the sense that before I was streaming for 3 hours in the morning, then 3 hours at night, with this huge break in the middle. Which means if I was writing or whatever, it made it hard to actually accomplish things. Now with this new one, I'll be home by 2 or 2:30, which means I'll probably start streaming If I set a schedule, it'll probably be set for 4, and then if I get on early, great. But I don't want people... Did you? No, that's straight into your bedroom behind you, right, Ed?
Behind me?
Uh-huh.
No, that's the sitting area where my dad used to be.
Oh, I've got it turned around. Is there 3 cats
Yeah, you have.
now?
It's 3 cats. It's always been 3.
Oh. I guess 2 look alike. In the
Yeah.
sense that they're calicos.
Yeah.
It's I can't. Andrea, is there anything else I'm missing? We had Chinese food yesterday, a buffet. I ate many plates of Chinese food.
Oh, tell about the birthday candles.
So we're sitting there, and there's I guess a mother and daughter. Now the mother's probably 70 or more, and the daughter's probably close to Andrea and Maya's age. And it was apparently the older lady's birthday, and now suddenly we hear clapping, rhythmic clapping
I'm like,
over
you're welcome.
the loudspeakers. And we're like, And then here comes their waitress with a cupcake with a candle in it and a stick of incense. She sets down the cupcake, uses the stick of incense to light the candle, which then flares up like a Roman candle and starts electronically, like 1999 MIDI level music, Happy Birthday. All the while, that rhythmic clapping has now turned into young children that are apparently locked in the back room who are forced to sing Happy Birthday on command. And they are singing Happy Birthday as a candle, not in sync with the stuff above us, is doing its own little really cheesy, whiny, high-pitched, dogs are howling, Happy Birthday. And then the overhead thing ends and the waitress leaves and the candle is still going on. And on. And on. And we're all starting to giggle. Like that, I'm going to laugh, otherwise I'm going to punch somebody giggle. And you hear the 2 poor women, hey, Elizabeth! 2 poor women at the table like, how do you turn this thing off?
And then
the hostess comes by and helps him turn it off. And it is not 30 seconds later, the rhythmic clapping comes over the loudspeaker again. And here comes the waitress with another cupcake and candle for the table right behind us, as opposed to 3 feet to our right.
Yeah.
And then they do their thing, but they shut their candle off. And then the 2 women at the first table, their candle turns back on, like it heard its kindred spirit across the way and decided to sing the song of its people once more.
Yeah.
Chinese food.
Yes. Oh, I want to go to the Thai place today.
Yeah. It's I think Elizabeth screamed and ran. Is she coming in?
Oh, you're coming in, Elizabeth. Elizabeth.
Okay, we'll find out. If she appears,
Maybe.
she appears. If she doesn't, well, we're deemed a toast. Let's do a toast. Here's to Elizabeth. We miss her, even when she's here, because she's not really all here. Wait, what? So let's see. I think, was that it? We had that and that. I got this cool new shirt I already told you guys about. Tell me, ask me about Uranus.
Elizabeth is on a marketing streak.
Nice.
She's busy working.
No
Alright.
join.
We were talking all about it last night. She's contacting all kinds of producers.
Very
All
cool.
right.
Flooding the market.
Very
What's
cool.
better than flooding her pants?
Wait, what about her pants?
I said flooding the market is better than flooding her pants.
Yes.
But then again, I don't know. I'm not going to tell her what to do.
You mark it
Whatever
how you-
floats her boat.
Well, flooding would be that.
$20 is $20. We saw a shirt that says that too.
Yeah, we went to Hot Topic in Spencer's last night
Woohoo!
after the appointments. So let's see here. Yeah, I think that's all I've got for the past week. I think that's it. It's new shift, new books, and I think that's it.
No.
No, that's not it. Oh, right.
Oh,
Hats.
yeah.
Thank you.
What? Yeah.
Oh, no. I was talking to the computer. It wants to restart now. No.
Whatever hats.
So I ordered this hat here. Hold on, I gotta dump all the patches out. I ordered this hat here, which I still have to sew the backing on some of these patches. Okay. So I ordered this hat right here. And it's got the little snaps on the side.
Crikey.
What?
Crikey.
Yeah. It's got the little snaps on the side, but what I realized is I wanted to put backing to Velcro here so I could put these different patches on
Baby
the
shark,
hat.
do-do-do-do-do-do, baby shark, do-do-do-do-do.
That is
Like-
my shark, miss.
Like so. It's So I mentioned this to Ed last week because I realized the crown has been sewn on crooked, or the snaps were, or something was, so it's off center, and I'm like, oh, maybe I should get a new hat. And then in the mail yesterday,
And I was sitting here thinking, no, don't get a new hat. Don't get a new hat.
well, I did contact them and they refunded the money. So yeah, I got this in the mail yesterday. Actually, this and one other. I'll show you the other in a moment. And now I'm just putting this up. So pardon me while this little thing hangs down here.
Kind of like
But-
a pirate.
It already has the patches on. Now this doesn't have the snaps, but you can
That
take.
have snaps.
Huh? No,
You can do that.
no, there's no snaps.
Yeah, but you can do that. What you were doing.
Oh right, okay, I'm sorry. I gotcha. Yeah, it's which works out fine because it gives me a place to put the damn string anyway, and then I could get this cool man bun thing going on because I've never done
Oh
that.
god. And he has that like tag hanging in front of his
Yeah,
face.
I'm all mini pearl from Hee Haw, but it already has the Velcro sewn on, and then some on the back. What is the thing on the top for, Ed? There's Velcro on the very top.
Oh, if I know.
Good enough.
Put another patch so they can see it from the top.
And
It's probably for infrared patch.
does that help them bomb you?
No, it's so they don't bomb you.
Oh. So then there's that one too. So, yeah, I now have 3 hats, and I will sell the Velcro on the other one. But then I have a variety, and they're all 3, they happen to all 3 be different colors, so that works out really well. But these are a much nicer material. It's a lighter material. And of course, if I pull this down, suddenly I look like Grandpa that's about to go fishing. Especially if I put these on.
Now, you can get the Velcro that already has the sticky back on it that you peel and stick,
Uh-huh.
and you can put a dot on there, and it will stay up with Velcro instead of using your
I
string.
told him.
The string is
I've
good
done
enough. The only time I would use a string is in high winds.
Oh, okay.
So it's just going to stay up there most of the time anyway. I mean, how often do you actually use a chin strap for anything?
I don't use the chin strap on my chin. I tighten it up in the back of my head.
Right, right. It's
But Travis, are you going to take the tag off before you wear it out?
well, I
No.
mean,
Okay, never mind.
It's part of the look.
Oh yeah, the kids leave their tags and stuff on it. It's horrible.
it always confused
Don't-
me when they're buying those damn hats with a big gold round sticker on it, and they're like leaving it on the brim, and I'm like, do you need me to get that for you? And then pull up your pants and tighten your belt for you too?
And tie your shoes.
See, I don't tie my. Somebody was making fun of me. They're like, "Oh, at least you're not the dumb one that needs the Velcro shoes." I'm like, "No, I don't need Velcro shoes. I buy shoes without laces, so they fucking slip on, and I don't need Velcro." They're like, "Oh, ha ha ha." I'm like, "And when was the last time you tied your shoes?" And they're like, "What?" I'm like, "When was the last time you?" "Oh, thank you,
You tied your shoe-
Elizabeth. Here's to your face." I love seeing her biddies. Nothing like her flashing
Me
some biddies
too.
at us. So, Yeah, I asked him, when was the last time you tied your shoes? He's like, what? I'm like, do you untie your shoes when you take your shoes off? He's like, no. I'm like, so you don't tie your shoes either. And he's like, no, I guess not. Hold on a second. Let me reset my cam to get Chris back. 1 second, guys.
Wow, I was split.
Hold on. There we go. There you go. Everybody gets their own box back. But yeah, I said, you guys just... Nobody ties their shoes anymore.
Mhm.
So... Okay, let's talk about camping, because tonight we're going to talk about camping, because Ed has invited the Talk of the Tavern crew, anybody who can make it, to go camping with him. And,
I'm looking forward to it.
yeah, Andrea's very excited about it.
I already put in for vacation. Ready.
So what's got you so excited? You were talking about it in the car yesterday, but if you want to share with everyone else, Elizabeth is
No
going
kids.
camping.
No, my kids. No, our kids. Fuck about anybody else's. I don't want to be responsible for the kids.
Okay.
I'll miss that.
Elizabeth says she's coming camping.
She's camping. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
It's
Yeah, I guess I do sound like a teacher. No kids.
Andrea.
No,
has-
it won't be too hot. It'll be nice.
Go on.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So,
In the car yesterday, we were talking about one of
No
the
kids.
great things to me about camping, and that's just getting away and not worrying about anything. You're waking up, you got to eat and go to the bathroom, and that's it. That's all you do all weekend. Eat, go to the
you
bathroom.
don't have to do that.
And drink.
Yeah.
And sit around the fire.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's very relaxing, and I'm like, yeah, and the phones don't work. I mean, even if they do get reception, we could tell everybody they don't and turn them off. Because it's just...
Yeah.
I'll take a book. I'll take my knitting. I will be happy.
Got comfy
Ooh.
chairs and got hammocks. Got some hammocks.
Cool.
So yeah, they're the kinds that just strap around the tree. You remember the kind that Aiden had last time we hung out with you?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
One of those. So there's different kinds of camping. There's like the car camping is where you basically park your car, pull everything out, set up, and camp.
Which is what you guys will be doing.
Right. That is a big cat behind you.
Is it baby? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
that's
look at his eyes. Oh, my goodness.
Glowing
Now
evil
that's
eyes.
Now there's
There's
apparently
no
other
face. His eyes.
kinds of camping. Like Ed and I have gone kayak camping, which is essentially the same as hiking off a distance and setting up, but we put all our shit in a kayak to hike along the swamp.
I won't be doing that.
It's fun.
It's fun.
No water.
We used to do in Boy Scouts growing up. We would do 50 milers where we would
Yep.
canoe or kayak 25 miles and then hike 25 miles and camp along the way.
I'm already tired. I'm not going to be walking like 25 miles. No.
Our tattoo guy that we talked about coming along with us, he's like, was it him that asked about the camping, Andrea? Or I mean the
Yeah.
hiking? He's like, will you guys be hiking? And we're like, well, there's places you can hike.
Yeah, I think he did.
We're going to sit
I
there.
might. I'll probably do a short hike.
I don't mind doing a hike, but to me, the kind of hiking that we've always done when we're hanging out together, Ed, that's more of a nice walk through the woods than hiking.
Yeah.
I like to walk through the woods. I need to get some. Oh, I got to get new shoes before we go.
Better get them now.
To break them in before you go.
Well, next payday. Next
There we
payday.
go. Do you recommend the shoes with the toes, Ed?
The shoes? No.
I can't wear those.
Yeah, if you're not used to those, no. Teresa hikes in them all the time, but if you're not used to them, no, bad.
I'm just teasing because Andrea's not a fan of those.
Well, I have webbed toes. I can't wear those.
But those fucking Canadian geese, they will follow her anywhere.
Why they gotta be Canadian?
Because all the German geese are no longer allowed to migrate.
Oh my goodness.
So let's see here. It's what other kind of camping is there, guys?
There's
Backpack,
glamping.
RVing.
Glamping.
Some people would say that Ed goes glamping.
Oh yeah, he does.
You
I've
think?
seen your setup.
Which is very similar to setup I used to have when I would do medieval camping.
Hey, we don't take the bed no more.
That's because you have a camper. You have a bed on wheels that you pull behind you with a small kitchen. Though that is really freaking cozy. It's your little. You still got your teardrop?
Yeah, we still got that.
Because I know you had some kind of issue with it, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Oh, we had to get the fridge replaced, but that's been quite some time.
No, I don't think that's what it was. Maybe it was Tim's that was having an issue, or maybe he was thinking about upgrading, and that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, Tim has had a number of issues and thinking of upgrading.
Well, he got like all the bells and whistles on his. He likes his toys. But, so we're going to be camping in the Shenandoah Mountains, right?
Shenandoah National Park.
Now
Blue Ridge
this
Mountains.
is a place that I haven't gone before, is it?
No, I don't think you've ever been up the Loft Mountain with us before.
I don't
I've
think so.
never been there. I'm excited.
I love Shenandoah. When we, I mean, so like all of my camping, I don't think I've gone camping since I left the Boy Scouts, you know, when I was 18. So it's been many, many, many years. But while we were training to do Philmont, which is a giant scout camp.
Did you
out
go to
in New
Philmont?
Mexico. I did.
Oh,
We can talk about that later.
That's the
But when we were
holy of
doing all our
holies.
training, we did all our training in Shenandoah.
So what kind of training do you have for camping?
Well, so Philmont is hiking, you know, I think the shortest trek is like 60 miles or something like that, with like the high treks being in the 150 range, and I think we did around 110, even though we were only supposed to be in the 80s. But essentially, you just start your a 10-mile hike, and then the next time you're getting used to
So it's
carrying the weight and
stamina
the
training.
water and all of that. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's stamina training, and getting used to drinking copious amounts of water, because New Mexico is hot in the summer
Oh,
and dry.
Is that where Fillmore is?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Which part? That's where Fillmore is, or that camping is?
I didn't know that's where Fillmore was. No,
Philmont.
Philmont. Whatever.
Filbert.
Hey,
I was
it's the
looking at the
holy of
picture of
holies.
Why is it the Holy of Holies?
It's like every scout's dream to go to Philmont.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like different locations that you're hiking to and then camp. I learned that in fact you can destroy a Nalgene water bottle with a black powder rifle at 25 feet. So that there's a whole range that you can learn to shoot black powder rifles. There's one campsite that's all about archery and those sort of things, and then they've got a fully working like dude ranch essentially. That
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. Did they still have the mules and?
Yeah. We made sure that our trek took us there. I learned to milk a goat.
It wasn't part of the thing that we were doing, but I learned how to anyway.
Trying to think of where else we went. I like. We did not the tallest peak. Oh crap! What was it called?
Second tallest peak?
We did the second tallest peak.
Ah, Tajinter, there you are. Tajinter says legend has that's his entry thing. Travis once punched a vampire so hard in the face it turned inside out, making it allergic to the dark and causing it to sparkle stupidly in the sun. We have not forgiven him for that. Tajinter, it's going good. This is the Talk of the Tavern format. Normally we do on Mondays, but instead we did it on Tuesday because Andrea and I had some stuff to do with her son yesterday that we couldn't get back in time. And we're talking about camping. Now, guys, have I told you about Tajinter? Born and raised in South Korea at age 15, basically he struck out on his own through North Korea, through part of China, into Russia, where he finally found a French embassy and eventually immigrated to the U.S. He was on the run. He wasn't camping like we were. Fun camping to Jinter. It's something we're doing in October. So, yeah, the topic is fun camping, though we could go into survival camping. The tavern doesn't have to stay on track. We're known for tangents and topics and toasts, so whatever.
Oh,
But
my.
and now, if I'm not mistaken, Tajinter, correct me if I'm wrong here, but he does private security. So I think he's in the same line of work as you there, Ed.
Cool.
I think. But he's got some damn good stories, and I told him I don't care if he's full of shit or it's as real as can be. These are some good damn stories. So yeah, he says indeed, confirming that. So it's
I think the cat is judging you.
probably.
Oh, look at it.
What's up, Danny?
Is that the one that loves you a lot?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
Might love you a lot, but not for a long time, because cats are always judging. Very true. Because it's a cat, and they really can't put up with our shit that long. Okay. So, do we want to talk about October in specific, or Chris and Ed, do you have some more Boy Scout camping stories?
I don't.
Well, I mean, I've got plenty of Boy Scout camping stories. We did some dumb shit in the woods.
To include shitting in the woods.
Like what, Chris?
One time while hiking through Shenandoah, there was a camp that was pretty close to the river, and there was a small little island in the middle of the river.
Mm-hmm.
And on the island, we ended up building out of giant river stones that we probably should not have moved, a throne, and then a bunch of smaller, like, armed chairs out of giant rocks on this tiny little island in the middle of the river.
We should go see if it's still there.
Well, it's
I
going to be
doubt
a
it.
long hike over to New Mexico to find out. Wait, was that
He
New
said in
Mexico?
Shenandoah.
No, that was in Shenandoah where
Oh,
you're
okay.
going.
Maybe we can find it. You never know.
Claim the throne.
I once had to rescue another scout who capsized his canoe because he thought he could, like, jump a rock through the rapids. It was super stupid dumb.
Too many
And
movies.
I had to, like, paddle out in my kayak and have him, like, balance on the front of the kayak so that he didn't get swept down in the rapids. And then we had to spend an hour fishing all of his camping gear out of the river. That was super fun.
That's great. That's great. That's one of those things where the scout leader's like, good job. Quick thinking, Chris. Then he looks at the other kid going, you're a fucking moron. What the hell were you thinking?
Pretty much.
And again, I don't know if they do that anymore. I was a
Not
scout
allowed.
during a different era. where the phrase, "What the hell were you thinking?" was used quite often. So,
We built a lean-to once that I accidentally caught on fire.
I guess that's better than on purpose catching it on fire.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was still using a can of bug spray and a lighter like a blowtorch, but...
So when we go camping, keep it away from you. No bug spray and lighter.
There was a big-ass spider on the lean-to.
Oh my goodness.
I hate
Teresa would have
spiders.
agreed with you.
Yeah, burn it all down.
Pretty much.
If Smokey doesn't want to burn down the forest, he needs to come kill the fucking spider.
We got chased by some bears in Philmont.
Hey, I've seen Ed get chased by a bear.
He didn't chase.
No, he didn't.
Like a real bear
Slow.
or one of the gay guys?
It was real there.
Both.
No.
See, the mama and the baby bears were chasing the guy right in through the middle of our camp.
Aiden once scared a bear away while vomiting.
You-
I guess that's impressive.
Yeah, we found the poop by Ed's tent. Because it scared
So
the shit
Aiden
out of the
scared
bear.
the shit out of him?
Yeah, pretty sure. We're pretty confident it was bear scat because of the berry content and stuff. So
Okay.
it's all true. So
Hmm.
now this October when we go, I just hope it doesn't rain. But even if it does rain, we're with
I'm waterproof.
oh. We have like enough cover. We will be fine. Let me read a few comments here. Tajinter says, one of the first things I did about 6 months after arriving in the U.S. was try to clear an ant nest out of a tree at a campground. Oh my god. I made the mistake of making thermite, stuffing it down the tree, and lighting the whole 50 pounds of it up with a road flare. I discovered that American fire departments hold a dim view on thermite being used.
Yeah.
Now, where do you get thermite? Where would I have thermite laying around my house?
You wouldn't. You have to make it.
You can purchase it.
Can you?
I'm
Yeah.
sure you can somewhere. And Gary, hello, welcome back. Good to see you, man. Iron, rust, and
Stay
aluminum.
on top while you can, Gary, before Ed gets there.
Gary actually said, I'm going to start it out earlier, and then he did that. Gotcha. Thank you, Tajinter. Iron, rust, and aluminum. So I get just guess any rusty old thing and then a soda can. How the fuck did you get 50 pounds of it? What the hell possessed you to lug 50 pounds of anything to a tree?
Nothing better to do?
I guess.
This one time at scout camp.
See, I remember when I was in Scouts, again, this is the 80s, and the Scouts' sons were dicks, or the Scout leader's son was dicks, and we were in the Everglades camping, and the fire wasn't catching because it had been raining all day, and it was moist out, so they picked up the gas can and started sloshing gasoline onto the fire, which of course made it go big. And then they started throwing water on it to put it out. So that's my fond memories. Being picked on by the scout leader's sons and then them being fucking idiots.
They wouldn't let me join Boy Scouts.
Very good.
I wanted to because Boy Scouts went camp and did all this other stuff. The Girl Scouts just sold fucking cookies.
Okay, well that's a big plus now. As we're older, we're all like, can we be in the Girl Scouts?
Yeah, but then I
Or
wanted
when they went camping, they went and got out the army surplus tents on the pallets that had the the cots in it. Our Boy Scout troop had to set up a whole bunch of those when the Girl Scout camps were coming through.
Okay.
Nice. Nice. I'm reading people's comments and not actually reading them out loud. So, Tajinter says, his English wasn't good enough to understand the equations, but I knew you needed a lot, and my lot was different than the book's lot. It's fun when you're younger. As you age, you begin to understand how close you get to death. And then Gary says, it'll destroy all very quickly, and sounds like you had practice making thermite. See, I remember one time one of my stepfathers, one of the many, unlike the army, the few, the proud, it's the many, the not so proud. He was teasing my brother and I, and he's like, "Oh, we're going to send you to summer camp." And then he turned and looked at me, and I was a little waif of a kid, and he's like, "We're going to send you to the girls' summer camp." And my brother started laughing uproariously because he picked on me a lot. And I thought for a moment, then I looked at my stepfather and went, "Girls' summer camp, huh?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "That sounds great. I want to go to the girls' camp. That sounds good." And my brother started laughing harder at me. Then he slowly stops and goes, "Wait a minute. I want to go to the girls' camp too." And that's when the 9-year-old outsmarted his, I don't know how the fuck old that guy was at that point.
200.
Nah, it's probably just mid-30s. Yeah, light bulb moment exactly to Jinter. It's
funny.
But I was probably best if I didn't embarrass the people who control my food supply. So Ed, what do we have planned? Have you already started planning stuff for our camping trip?
No, you know me. I don't plan anything for camping. I just go.
But you have some staples, like you always know what kind of food you're gonna do.
We'll do one cast iron cook at least probably Saturday night. I haven't really decided what yet. But yeah, we'll do a cast iron cook Saturday night.
So what about you bring in any canned goods?
Bacon jam.
Yeah, I'm bringing bacon jam apparently.
Poor Alice.
Yeah, that's the only thing we bring. Whatever's gonna go in the cast iron meal and canned goods. We don't bring anything else anymore.
I don't get what to do.
Do you do any cobblers or things in a Dutch oven or?
Yeah, Teresa has done a cobbler in a Dutch oven.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, not that Dutch oven.
Nope. Totally talking about the desserts that she makes. The pineapple cake thing.
Yeah, that. What does she call it?
I don't know.
Easy cobbler or something
Maybe.
like that.
Yeah, basically it's cake mix, sticks of butter, canned fruit, and then fuck off for an hour.
Yeah.
There might be one other thing that
I mean, that sounds like anything you cook in a Dutch oven. Pour some shit in there, get it nice and warm, leave it for a while, come back, juiciness.
Yeah. What does to Jinter mean? If noodle pictures make an appearance, I may have to question you all a lot. What the hell is a noodle picture? Wait, you talking about like macaroni art? He might be talking about macaroni art. I wasn't sure.
Jenny,
it was
I'm gonna send you with like a bottle of Helper's glue and a box of macaroni.
I thought maybe it was an Asian thing, like noodle pictures. Is that like what South Koreans eat when camping? Noodles, and you take pictures. What? I wasn't sure. Might be macaroni art though. We gotta explain these things to Travis. Not
Well,
sure
we don't
I can
have
trust Travis with glue, he says. Well, I just want to
It's Elmer's, it's fine, it's non-toxic.
Well, if he ate enough of it.
So he gets a little constipated, it's fine.
I poop white, and when I fling it, it sticks to things. So yeah, I'll be bringing some hammocks that just strap to the trees, and Andrea and I'll have to. We'll be bringing tortillas, of course. It sounds like a superhero origin story. Shittiest superhero ever.
In kindergarten, he drank a bottle of Elmer's glue.
Poop glue, the hero.
Poop glue. Wow.
Yeah, I know. Good old poop glue. Favorite of children everywhere. Watch him smear his Elmer poo all over his hands and then peel it off like a glove. Way to go, Oliver.
Ah!
Did the cat fall off the table?
No, not yet.
You scared him?
No. He was jumping up there. Ugh. So let's see here. More about camping. Actually, I guess we're still good. We're still good. We'll go for another few minutes before we worry about this week in history. And we'll do this week in history at 9. Is that agreeable to everybody?
Sure.
Sure.
Otherwise, I could just randomly.
So you mean on time, like normal?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we started early. I am so hungry.
We started early and talked for an hour about what was going on.
Well, for the first 10 minutes, we weren't streaming.
Okay, fine. We talked 50 minutes.
It's true. And I'll be right back. I've got to go stir the soup that I have on the stove.
Fine.
Oh, soup.
What kind of soup? I haven't
Okay,
eaten dinner yet.
Tajinter is out of here. You have a good night, Tajinter. Here's
Bye.
to you.
Later,
Thanks
dude.
for popping in. And good luck with your long day. I think Ed knows about those long days on security.
Yep. Very well.
Tajinter, you remember me telling you about the guy and the raccoon? That's Ed right there.
That be me.
Talk amongst yourselves. Andrea, tell him what
How
you
y'all
want to do when
doing?
camping.
What? I have no idea what he said.
I don't know what he said either.
Something about talking amongst ourselves.
He thought it
camping,
sounded good.
And Andrea. So, those are the 3 words. I caught the buzzwords.
So, what should I bring? I
As
don't know.
far as
Like food and stuff.
let Travis figure that out.
Okay. I was gonna say, he's gone camping with you guys, so.
Yeah.
I've gone camping before. I know what to bring as far as food, but usually I don't camp with other people, so.
My roommates are out at, I guess you would call it camping at Penzic.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people out there. They've gone out there.
I wouldn't necessarily call it camping.
It's something.
Well, it's not a hotel stay.
Well, that's fair.
I mean,
Otter's judging you.
Yay.
So what kind of soup are you making?
Just that soup that I made last time that I froze some of it. The potato soup.
Ginger soup.
They elected me to bring the food. I can do that.
What kind is it?
The-
Is it the split pea and ham?
No, potato and ham.
Oh, no.
The,
smell
the,
soup. I
The
don't know what it is.
chowder.
What is it?
Chowder.
Chowder. There we go. It's a ginger. I like to cook. Just
He
Drees
does.
and
That's
Ev
why I
have a
gained
lot of cool
of
stuff.
weight.
What?
I said you do like to cook. That I'm eating a lot. I've put on quite a bit.
It looks good on you.
It's all in my ass.
No, not true.
Oh my.
It's in your thighs too.
Yeah, pretty much.
You got those thighs you can hold on to.
It's just more to tattoo.
Okay, that could be the new fat person logo instead of more to love. Be like more to tattoo.
Sounds good to me.
Instead of the better to cuddle, the better to ink. It's a couple things I love about camping is Nothing. Doing absolutely nothing. Just, and you're like, oh, I can sleep in, but you're
No.
just as likely to get up at 6:30 in the morning as you are at 10:30 in the morning, and either way, you're okay.
You get up with the sun and the birds. The nature's good.
The nature is.
Unless it bites me. I don't like biting nature, but other than that, it's all right.
We should be okay with bugs that time of year up
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, that's a good time.
Yeah, October in the mountains in Virginia, you're gonna get a bug or two, but it's not like now. You know, there's inevitably going to be something that tries to land in your cup.
I will be bringing lots of garlic and ginger. So,
Oh yeah, bring some mulled wine. Or some wine and then some mulling spice.
I tell you what, I'm not a big cranberry juice guy, but mulled cranberry juice, even without the rum in it, is still really good.
is very good, yeah.
And maybe I'll try to make some of that for us. Let's bring that for the weekend. Yeah, that sounds good. It's
Waterproof your tent ahead of time.
That means we gotta unpack it and repack it. I think I've already waterproofed it though, because
do we need to get some more waterproofing stuff? Because I can get that at work.
at some point in time, before the end of September, we're gonna have to pull all the camping stuff out, just so we know what we have and where it is,
Mm-hmm.
and see if we need to pick up any other stuff.
I doubt it. We have a whole closet full of stuff.
We do. We have more camping stuff.
We don't
than we
have to
holiday
pick up
day.
other stuff, but we can.
Well, I mean, we might need. I have to check the fire for the camp stove, so we can make sure you have coffee in the morning. And that sort of thing.
Oh yeah, coffee.
Too
No,
bad.
we
Go ahead, Ed.
will have the camp chef, so
You have the what?
the camp chef,
Camp chef?
the stove, yeah, the stove, the 2-burner stove.
okay.
We'll have that, and so if Teresa has a campfire, if it's cool enough, Teresa will have a campfire going 24/7. So there's always a place for coffee. So
I'll gather wood.
yeah,
Do y'all have a coffee pot?
oh yeah. Coffee pots.
Of varying types. French press,
I was gonna say, if
electric.
anything, I have one of the things you sit on top of your cup for the
An
coffee.
old style percolator.
No, just the
Yeah.
funnel that you pour the hot water through the grounds and it funnels down into your cup.
Whatever. Yeah, well, because before you can do the old Boy Scout coffee thing, T-shirt, and cup and hot water.
What?
I guess Boy Scouts never did that.
No.
You just have, a T-shirt as the filter for the coffee grounds.
Uh-huh. Doesn't that
You got the hot
burn
water.
your chest when you pour the hot water on it?
I'm not wearing this shirt. That's somebody else.
I mean, I've heard of wet t-shirt
Andrea's gonna
contests,
be
but this is
topless while
extreme.
we're camping. Cool.
What's that?
Andrea's gonna be topless. Cool.
That's right. She did just say she's not going to wear a shirt. Great.
Well, it won't be too hot out there, so it's okay.
It'll be even better if it's not
Well,
too
no,
hot.
that's not a naturalist little
Even
campsite. This is-
better.
It's true. So let's see. Let's find something to talk about while I'm fixing up 600 business
Waiting on the
cards.
host.
Waiting on the host. This is why I
I'm
brought a
working on a
topic.
hat.
That's why I brought in a topic I thought everybody could talk about, so I didn't have to. do
So you
all-
don't have to do anything? Oh,
Pretty much.
lazy.
To pay attention or interact with us?
I am doing
Jeez.
both those things. Calm your little nipples. Your big nipples let
No
those
nipples.
little fuckers go wild. I did get new piercing jewelry yesterday, too. Just for the ears this time. They're jingling. They're 10 gauge.
My ear closed up again.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Are you going to pierce it again?
Probably not as long as I'm still working security.
They don't let security wear earrings now?
No.
Whatever.
Not my company. No.
Just put in a skin tone stud. They'll never know.
Be like, that's a mole.
That's true. Pick on my freckle. Ignore the little backing and behind the freckle. I do that so my freckle doesn't fall off. It's really rough on the arm freckles.
Oh,
I know. Tell you what,
I'm tired. I have to go back to work tomorrow.
You
I
do.
want to.
I think that's kind of a across the board thing for most of us.
I've had a couple days off.
You have like two or three.
3.
Nice.
Because today was a vacation day.
Gotcha.
Because I had an appointment. I'm like, I'm going to get paid to go to the doctor.
There we go. Okay, tell you what, I'm going to run the This Week in History music. Anybody need a break before we do this?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm getting straight.
Yes, he says.
Okay, everybody gonna take a break. I'll get us a break thing. We'll be back in a moment, guys.
We're taking a break.
Talk the Tavern. Here you're always welcome.
They say start from the ground up, so let's do that. So the snowballs are right next to the ding-dongs, which are right next to the ho-hos. That's dirty. Mixed chicks. Deep conditioning. See what else we can find. Look, it's do grow. Mega thick. Look at all the almond milk. I didn't even know you can milk an almond. Style makes me hungry with hair mayonnaise and olive cholesterol. M&M's named after me. White cheesecake. What's this shit? Hair fertilizer. Just found out white people can dance. Oh wait, that's Cracker Grooves. Look, it's Africa's best. No lie. Jergens wet skin moisturizer? Do you need to moisturize wet skin? You think it's only dry skin? Okay. So we got Special K. We got vanilla almond. What's on the back of that one? The Nutty White Chick. We got Chocolatey Delight. What's on the back of that one? There we go. Well done, Special K. Look, it's overworked hair putty. Sounds like jizz in the pubes, doesn't it? You know, I'm just curious how long you've been gay. Look, cuddly cuties. They're milky and chocolatey. For the horse in your family. Mane and tail. And body shampoo. Horse. Check it out. Ginger snaps. For the pirates in your life that like to have great hair, argan oil. You know what? I really got something I want to ask you. Okay, so we got strawberry Twinkies. Is it me, or what does that resemble? I think I found the shampoo for Yetis, because first of all, it's from Frozen, and second of all, the type is Belly Floaty. Caress, love forever. You know what chicks really love for Valentine's Day?
What?
A little ding dong. Look what I found. Fresh drop. Bathroom odor preventer. A fresh drop before you go and no one will ever know. Does that include the trumpeting noise and the screaming when I go? Will it cover that up too? I don't even need jokes for these products. Fatco. Woman stank stop. But wait, there's more. Also by Fatco. Call me body butter. Body butter. Made with grass-fed tallow. And also, for those of you that aren't part of Fatco, here's a fat stick. I gotta find more Fatco stuff. This is great. That is one furked up dog. Marvel comic nerds. Little vague. For you Galactus fans, probiotic packets. 5 billion active cultures per serving. No. Send out Silver Surfer for the waiter. So, gas out. Play your card, but don't pass the gas. Do it again.
Talk the Tavern. Here you're always welcome.
They say start from the ground up, so let's do that. So the snowballs are right next to the ding-dongs, which are right next to the ho-hos. That's dirty. Mixed chicks. Deep conditioning. See what else we can find. Look, it's do grow. Mega thick. Look at all the almond milk. I didn't even know you could.
Those are so stupid. But it made me want Twinkies.
This week in history.
Yeah, what happened this week in history?
Oh, this week in history, shit happened, y'all. 20 years ago, I see dead people. M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dongs, The Sixth Sense came out.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it either when I saw it.
It's a great
Any
movie.
fans?
Huh?
You like it? You a fan?
Of Shyamalan or that movie?
Well, that movie.
That movie, yes. Absolutely. It's,
Yeah, I like that one.
I feel like that's really his best film.
What else did he do?
Well, 17 years
Signs.
ago, Signs. 15 years ago, The Village.
He also
Signs.
did Unbreakable
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
and Glass and Split.
That movie about an elemental bender that we shall not talk about.
Oh, he did that.
Actually, the funny thing is, last night when Elizabeth and I were chatting, we were talking about a good chunk of his movies and things, and I was like, I really only like seeing them once because like they're all the suspense, and after that, once you know what's gonna happen, it's not suspenseful or exciting anymore. I find it boring again.
Well,
And when Signs came out, I saw it twice in the same day because it was a Saturday matinee that I saw with the girl I was seeing at the time. And then a bunch of my friends were like, oh, hey, let's go out. Let's see a movie. And I was like, okay, great. And we got there and they're like, we want to see Signs. And I was like, fine. So maybe halfway through the movie before they were in a cornfield, one of the times, before you actually see the aliens and all of that shit, know what happens. And the theater was dead packed. Like, two of my friends were sitting on the floor because, like, the theater was that packed because everyone was so excited to see Signs. Dead quiet. They're walking through the corn, and I just yell, boo! And the entire theater screamed at once. It's like, that is my proudest moment as a teenager, was getting an entire theater full of people to scream.
Cool.
Yeah. That's what I liked about Signs. The rest of
See?
it, meh.
That's how we used to do it back in the day. Now they draw out a weapon and start shooting people to get them to do it. Too soon?
Well, I liked Unbreakable and Split. Oh my god. Love that movie.
I think
That's just me.
with M. Night Shyamalan, every single one of his movies is worth a second watch once the reveal is done, so you can see how he dropped the breadcrumbs the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
But Chris, I
Yeah,
know
absolutely.
exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know, with
Signs.
as much as I love Sixth Sense, you know, you could take a 15-year break between viewings and be okay. And
And we did.
Yeah, and then I showed it to my son, and that's, you know, I'm good for another decade or so.
Well, yeah, because that much time passes, and he goes, "Wait, what happened? Oh, right."
Well, you at least
Damn,
forget
he
the
just called us
details.
old.
That's right. Notice he said you instead of we. Then again, at our age, Chris, sometimes you can wait till tomorrow and we'll be like, oh yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
I would like to do a marathon with Unbreakable, Split, and Glass.
That sounds good.
See them all instead of years apart. You know.
Right. Well, Andrew, you didn't watch them years apart. You watched them weeks apart. Oh, my bad. By the way, Chris, I've been thinking maybe we need to do a Cards Against Humanity stream.
Yes.
I bet we can get a couple people to hang out with us for
Does
that.
that mean we all have to be in the same place? Because
Nope.
I'm still down for that.
Nope. We could do
Do
it
you have
online.
cards?
We,
I mean, I don't have the game.
no, we have no, we could do that. Matter of fact, Ed, if you want, we could bring those camping. You ever play that?
Yeah, a couple times. Yeah.
Okay.
While camping.
Good time and place for it. But no, Chris, there's a online thing that I can use with Twitch. And we just go to the website and play it. We just all log into the same room.
But the cards are not the same as the cards. Have you played it online?
Yes. While streaming it.
I'm down.
And no,
Although
Andrew,
I always end up drawing the "Why am I sticky?" card. Question.
by drawing, he means he doesn't pick it out of the deck. He means he draws a card of him
He just draws
asking
it.
why he's sticky. It's like my guy on the map on Sunday nights.
That map is
Ed,
great.
what else happened this week in history?
Let's see. Well, we already did all three of the M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong movies that came out this week. 20 years ago, probably what I feel one of the worst movies ever made, The
Sweet.
Blair Witch Project.
Now, did you hate it right away, or only once it got super hyped?
I hated it right away.
Oh,
Why-
I thought it was fucking hilarious.
So why did you hate it?
It was a total waste of whatever the amount of time it took to show the movie. My opinion.
Was it the ending that let you down, or was it the whole movie?
I don't know. It was just stupid.
Did you hate shaky cam, or just didn't like it?
Hated the shaky cam. Hated the snot coming out of the girl's nose. Hated it.
We didn't need to see all that shit.
Considering this was pre-Pornhub, I have seen a lot of movies with women with snot coming out of their nose. Which, you know, come to think of it, that kind of porn usually has shaky cam too. And sometimes you find yourself asking, why is she in the corner? It's yeah, I know a lot of people like the shaky cam, upset their whatever, and then the ending was a real letdown for them. I enjoyed it.
Well, some people thought it was real.
Right. That's part of the reason I enjoyed it, because it felt like it could be real. And some idiots believed it was real. So that made it
Oh,
more
yeah.
fun for me.
Yeah.
I mean, the town where it's shot is not too far from me.
That's correct.
Go over there, like walk through the woods if I really wanted to.
Let's
I've
take
never
a
had
can and
search.
shake it.
Well, even though it says it's in Florida, yeah, it was actually filmed in Maryland.
Right. Oh, did it say it was in Florida? I thought
Yeah.
it said it was filmed in Maryland. Really? Okay.
If it says it was filmed in Maryland, then or if it says it took place in Maryland, then it was actually filmed in Florida. It's one of the two. There's a switch off.
It was filmed here.
Okay.
There's a little plaque near one of the buildings that got put up afterwards.
Mm.
It's
He
like
is
Blair
the Blair
Witch
Witch.
is filmed here.
What, Andrea?
Chris is the Blair Witch. Duh.
That explains what happened. So, any other opinions on Blair Witch? What do you think there, Chris?
I didn't particularly care for it. I mean, it made me motion sick in the movies, so like I had to leave. But I watched it later, still was unimpressed. It's also not my cup of tea anyway. That whole genre of movie, really don't care for.
Horror?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, what else happened?
35 years ago, the movie. Now we mentioned the album not long ago, a month or two ago. The movie Purple Rain.
They didn't come out at the same time?
Now the album was released first, and then the movie came out a couple months later.
Okay.
I know I saw the movie. I don't remember much of it.
My mother loved that movie. Loved the soundtrack, too. Which I liked the soundtrack. Especially Little Nicky. That was a growing experience as a teen.
It was, huh?
If you did it right. It's still one of those things you listen to some of the lyrics and you're like, what the fuck is he talking about? I still like the song.
Kind of like Nirvana songs.
Okay, Nirvana songs is like, I didn't understand shit they just said. Prince, you at least understood the words. Well, except for me and I Would Die For You, which for years I thought it was Apple Dapple You.
It is. It is. Oh, that's weird.
You know, probably got it from Raspberry Beret, where you're like, what the fuck is a Raspberry Beret? You could have at least said
Color.
Raspberry Sorbet.
Oh, that sounds yummy.
I'll take some raspberry sorbet.
Like the kind you find in a secondhand store.
God, I hope not. That's called vomit, dude.
For shit.
What's wrong with you? Did I mention my shirt says, ask me about Uranus? I only tell this for the 5th time here tonight because nobody at fucking work got it or looked at it or read it or...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I finally went to one person going, read this. They
You
weren't.
should go to my work.
Yeah, you know, I gotta go someplace where people know how to read. Seen some of the people you work with. Okay, Ed, what else happened this week in history?
That's all I had this week. It was a light week this week.
So how devastated was everybody when Prince died?
I don't get into the Hollywood hype and actors and stars and what's going on with them in their lives normally. I mean, we all are going to die.
Right.
But yeah, Prince was a tough one for me because those were the growing years for me and the puberty years and the and Prince had all the great music for that.
Yeah, he was definitely part of our developmental stage.
Mhm.
And he was kind of there from the time where we started picking our own music until he died.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't very close with him, so it's kind of like he didn't die because I can still listen to his music.
Well, there is that. I
Just
was
saying.
There it is.
not affected by his death because he hadn't. You know, it'd been different if he had been producing music consistently the whole time, and I had collected every album, but he hadn't put an album out in what 8, 10 years.
See, I don't know because he did quite a bit of underground stuff for a while that I'm not even familiar with. Past the 80s and 90s, I really not familiar with anybody's music. So
Well, that explains why you're on that Facebook group.
yeah,
Careful, commercials.
I was on that Facebook group. I was like, this fucking sucks. This the best music of my life, and you put a commercial in the middle of it.
It wasn't even a commercial from that era, which might have been okay.
That
Yeah.
would have been awesome.
Freaking-
I like going to the drive-in and watching their commercials. They're funny. Car phones.
Gary says, biggest loss musically of that year, even more for me than David Bowie. Yeah, David Bowie, it's because we
Yeah.
had lost like 3 or 4 that year.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
in weeks of one another. Yeah,
Yeah, because we lost
David
Alan
Bowie,
Rickman that same year, which
Alan
not
Rickman,
music, but,
all of them were within weeks of one another.
but yeah, I don't. David Bowie definitely didn't affect me very much. It's not that I don't enjoy his music; he just wasn't the influence.
He will always be the Goblin King.
There is that. Dude has some
Yeah,
kind of voodoo.
I don't know that there is a musical artist that would really, really make me upset if they died.
There was one that died in the past year that made me take a moment and sigh and go, "Oh, man." And I'm trying to remember.
Was it Elvis?
No, he's not dead, sweetie. He's in your shoe.
Yeah.
No, I want to say it was like a blues guy. Did we lose an older black blues guy in the past year? Who was that?
Gosh, I did announce somebody on one show.
And it wasn't Barry White. That was
Blues.
a couple years ago. And
No.
It wasn't. But I mean, we
No.
didn't lose like a BB King, did we? Because that might have been one.
I don't think not this year. No.
No, that was a bit ago.
It might have been then. I don't know, but
That made me sad.
yeah. But it wasn't like, oh man, we've lost a great musician, because I'm like, I could still fucking play his music. But he still.
Well, with BB King, I saw him in concert, and
Mhm.
I wanted to go again. That's just, he's awesome.
Well, some
He was
people
awesome.
are more than a musician, and I think Prince was more than a musician. He influenced a generation.
Mhm.
The guy from Aha dies. Well, he only fucking knew him from Aha. Phil
Did he
Collins.
die?
No, I don't know. Maybe
Ah.
yesterday, but he got better.
Not dead yet.
So, yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
Got any birthdays?
Oh yeah.
I had no birthdays this week. No.
Today is Lucille Ball's birthday,
Hmm.
Is it James
and I
Gunn's
think
birthday
Andy
today?
Warhol too. What?
Is it James Gunn's birthday today, or was that yesterday?
I think that was yesterday. Let's find out.
Now that is
IMDb.
somebody I like. There's gonna be a few people down the road when we lose them. I'm gonna be like, oh god, that sucks. But I don't think there'll be ever a musician or a movie actor, unless if I get to know him personally, that I'm going to cry over.
Yeah, and yeah, I didn't cry over Prince or anything, but yeah, that's the same way I feel. It's an actor, it's a musician.
Yeah.
Sure, I grew up with them, loved their movies, blah 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 blah. But yeah, Prince was. It's like, hey, damn, Prince. I got laid to a lot of Prince music back in the day, man.
I still remember that penthouse layout with the Prince look-alike. Maybe it's Hustler. It's probably Hustler because it was freaking
Was that
filthy.
in the 90s?
Oh yeah, late '80s actually, because it was a Purple Rain ripoff. And I tell you
I
what,
may have had.
you may have had that one. I know I did. And that guy had a long tongue. That was like fucking Gene Simmons level tongue.
Oh my.
The shit you remember from when you were 14 and masturbating, huh? Okay, I wasn't masturbating over his tongue. This just got awkward.
Whatever.
There was a blonde chick involved too.
14-year-olds are. Oh, look, there's something shiny. Yeah, whatever.
Your mother
There
yelling
goes
at you to
Chris.
stop masturbating on your
Just
hunter wedding.
Fade into the background.
She's also
There I go.
cute.
Oh, no, it came back in. Now I'm blurred.
He's like, I don't want them to realize it's more than just 14. No need to bring that up. Oh, damn it, it already got up. Okay, well, that was this week in history. Any closing thoughts on the topic?
Clothing.
Can't
Camping's
wait.
fun, and I wish I could go with you all because it's been far too long since I've been camping.
It's
Oh,
kind of
you
how
have
I
a
feel.
chef.
Me too.
I'm getting to a point if I don't use my fucking camping equipment soon, I'm just going to get rid of it because it's wasting space for years now. Matter
It's
of fact,
been a whole year.
Because,
that's-
you know, the time that my parents, the 2.5 years my parents spent living in an RV, driving around the country, I don't consider any of that camping.
I wouldn't either.
Pulling into a fully, stocked RV park,
That's not
not
camping.
camping.
That's just fun travel.
Yeah, that's awesome. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's not camping.
Yeah, no, it was great. Especially when I could lounge on a full couch while my dad was driving the RV. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did he ever
So
take...
what do you
I'm
have?
bored. I'm going to have a beer. Oh, wait. I'll move further back in the RV so I'm not near the driver while I drink a beer going down the highway.
So what do you have, shows in October?
So we close a show the weekend before, and that Monday is our dinner on stage event, which is a giant donor dinner shenanigans thing. And since it's going to be in the new theater, they're already saying it's going to be twice as big as most years. And I'm like, how the fuck are you going to fit 200 fucking people on the goddamn stage and serve them dinner? But whatever. I still need to open a building that's several months away.
Okay.
So I'll probably be working most of that weekend.
Okay. Well, if it changes, you can always join at the last minute. It doesn't matter. You can always come out for one day if you want. Don't care. Your call. Yeah, there's nothing that says you have to be there the whole time. Okay, I guess I'll get us ready to wrap up here and call this done for the night. Let's see who hung out with us the whole time. Because it says there's more than just us here. Tempe popped in. Hi, Tempe. Andrea, talk about her book real quick.
Oh my goodness, finished first one, and I had to go to sleep, so I only read the first 3 chapters of the other one. More tonight.
It's true. Tempe, you were definitely right. It picks up at a certain point, because when she started really tearing through it, I looked where the bookmark was. It was right where you said.
Well, and then, I had more time to read, too, and I've been making an effort every night.
She is. She does. While I'm finishing up my nightcap stream, she's in there
I should read.
reading. It's So, okay. Okay, everybody, you have a good night. Thank you for joining us. We're gonna head on out of here and go to sleep dreaming about camping. Have a good night. Oh, let's do some closing music. Here we go. Wait, that one.
Thanks for joining us for
That
the
one.
discussion shenanigans tonight. You are the one thing that makes the show what it is.
Is
Don't
it
forget
crying?
to join us at the Tavern next week. Until then, have fun, keep learning, and be good to one another. Now, raise your glass in good cheer. Enjoy the small moments every day and steamy dreams every night.
Night, Tempe. No, Gary.